Hello, this is Chef John from foodwishes.com with another installment of Cooking with Grass-Fed Beef. This time we have some beautiful beef bones from Steve Normington, and we're going to make some beef stock from scratch. Very easy to make at home. So when you buy grass-fed beef, you're also going to have access to beef bones. So what we're going to do is we're going to thaw 5 pounds. We're going to put those on a sheet pan. You can see I have a nice assortment here. I got some joints. I got some center cut bones. You can see the marrow in there. That's what's going to make the stock so rich. We're also going to need some mirepoix, which is your classic celery, carrot, onion mixture. All these amounts will be on the site, of course. We're going to put a little oil on those, just a touch. We're going to put those in a baking sheet also. Those are going to go in the oven at 425 for about 45 minutes or until browned. All right, just cook them till they're brown. Not very scientific. The beef will be brown. The vegetables will be browned. Pour off any excess fat. Place into a large stock pot or soup pot. I'm going to add 5 quarts of water, some peppercorns, a bay leaf, and a little tomato paste. That's it. No salt. I'm not going to put herbs. I'm not going to put garlic. I'm not going to put a bunch of stuff. I like to flavor this stuff after I make the stock. We're going to bring that up to a simmer. As it comes to a simmer, you're going to skim off any impurities that foam up to the top. These beef bones are from Steve Normington, as I said. They were very clean, very nice. All right, so I had very little skimming to do, but make sure you skim if anything bubbles up. We're going to bring that to a simmer gently. You do not want to boil a stock. So as soon as it starts to come up to a simmer and it starts to boil, back it all the way down to low, and that's what you want. See that? A very gentle simmer. You should have a few bubbles poking up through the top here and there, but it's not a steady simmer where the whole thing's kind of bubbling. That has to simmer gently for 8 to 12 hours. Give it a little stir once every couple hours. And by simmering very slowly, you're going to get the maximum flavor out of the bone, and you're also going to have a fairly clear stock. You're going to get about a gallon of stock. I started with 5 quarts, so 1 quart will evaporate. Some people will just put a gallon in and they'll add water once in a while. Either way, doesn't matter. And here I am, 10 hours later, done with my beef stock. Turn off the heat, let it cool to room temperature, take out the big bones so it's easier to strain. Strain that through a fine wire mesh, and you're ready to use. By the way, I skim most of the fat off of mine, and the rest I'll pull off here as it cools. However, if you're going to store this in the fridge for a couple days, don't skim the fat. Leave the fat on top. That'll give it kind of an airtight seal, so then you can pull off the fat when you're ready to use it. And you can keep this in jars. You can put this in the freezer in bags. Some people will put this in ice cube trays and make little beef stock cubes, and then they'll just throw that in the freezer and use them as needed. This is way cheaper than the store-bought. Sure, that stuff is convenient, but this tastes incredible and much cheaper. So I hope you make your own beef stock. Ask the butcher for some beef marrow bones, and you will be amazed how easy this is. Go to the site for all the ingredients, and as always, enjoy.